The two different versions of the same movie, Joss Whedon's Justice League and Zack Snyder's Justice League, are like two completely different films. The former was hated and the latter was loved. Zack Snyder's Justice League came out almost after 4 years after the theatrical cut. All the credit goes to the fans who bombarded the social media for the Snyder cut. It was one of the biggest fan movements the world ever saw. But what is so different about these films? I mean, both were shot by Zack Snyder. That is, until Joss Whedon was allowed to reshoot some scenes and cut the film to suit his taste. I'm here to tell you 5 things that make Zack Snyder's Justice League different from the 2017 film. If you end up agreeing with me, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And you can also check out my book recommendations. All the important links are in the description. Number 1. Character development. Zack Snyder's Justice League is 4 hours long and there is more focus on character development. More time is given to introducing characters like Aquaman, Cyborg, Flash and telling their backstories. This way these characters become more relatable and seem more human. And unlike the 2-hour theatrical cut, each of the main characters gets an interesting arc. Joss Whedon did an amazing job with the characters in the first Avengers. That was one of the main reasons why that film worked. But in Justice League, he took away all the good character development and made it seem too rushed.
Couldn't do that last night.
Fans of DC have grown up loving the Justice League, and it was their dream to see them in a live-action film. But without the individual stories, these superheroes coming together made no sense. And these individual stories were not told too well in the theatrical cut. Number 2. A more fearful antagonist. From better design to clearer intent, everything works in favor of this Steppenwolf. He looks more dangerous, menacing and otherworldly than the one we saw in the theatrical version. He is given more purpose and motive so that the audience understands what's driving him, what's at stake for him and why he is doing what he is doing.
He will be pleased. He will see my worth again.
Like the fact that he cannot go back home until he finds all the mother boxes for Darkseid. Number 3. Tone. The biggest reason fans rejected the 2017 version was the different direction it took in terms of the tone. The lighter tone of the film didn't work in its favor. It felt like a completely different world from what we saw in Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. The 2017 film did not seem like a sequel to those films because it was tonally as different from them as possible. Even the characters did not seem familiar, and the forced humor ruined it for the fans.
Do you talk to fish?
Like brunch. Like, what is brunch? You wait in line for an hour for essentially lunch.
Zack Snyder's Justice League, on the other hand, looks and feels like the previous DC film. It effortlessly blends different worlds together and takes the story forward. Number 4. Background score. After Zack Snyder and Tom Holkenborg were removed from the project and Joss Whedon was handed over the command, Danny Elfman was brought on to score the film. This was another reason the fans were angry. Hans Zimmer and Tom Holkenborg's scores for Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman were widely loved, and the fans wanted to hear those themes in Justice League too. But what the audience got instead was a weak background score by Danny Elfman that changed the feel of the film altogether. However, Zack Snyder brought back Tom Holkenborg to finish the original score he was working on before he was fired. And his background score adds new life to the film. The Flash scene towards the end is one of the most breathtaking scenes I have ever seen in a superhero film. And this scene wouldn't have been as good without the background score.
Make your own future.
I'll drop a link in the description box in case you want to check out the album. Number 5. Darkseid. The inclusion of DC's most badass villain, Darkseid, was reason enough for fans to love the Snyder Cut more. Darkseid takes the stakes higher and makes the threat feel greater. He adds more relevance to the Justice League coming together. And understanding Steppenwolf's equation with Darkseid helps the audience understand the grander scheme of things. If you're still watching, you must be a DC or at least a Snyder fan. Now what remains to be seen is, will we ever get to see the Justice League fight Darkseid? And will Zack Snyder ever get to make Justice League 2 and 3? So what was your favorite moment from the Snyder Cut? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, then please like, share and also subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram by clicking on the link in the description. Thank you.